ahead will be quite busy in the Asia-Pacific region, especially in Japan, where the calendar is crammed with economic data and corporate earnings, while the country's central bank stands center stage with what could be a shift in the direction of monetary policy. To start the week, investors will get a fresh report on Japan's unemployment rate for June. Analysts generally expect the figure to revert to 2.5%, according to a Bloomberg survey, after the rate unexpectedly fell to 2.2% in May, its lowest level in about 25 years. Elsewhere Monday, while investors will get a reading on China's NBS manufacturing PMI for July, the market's focus will likely be on the Bank of Japan's interest rate decision later that same day. As widely expected, the BOJ left its key short-term interest rate in negative territory at its previous meeting in June and kept its 10-year government bond yield target at around 0%. Prices of Japanese government bonds fell dramatically this past week, following reports the BOJ could make changes to its monetary policy stance as the country continues to combat stubbornly low inflation. According to a Reuters report, any discussions to tweak the BOJ's massive easing program will depend on updated inflation outlooks and may involve additional easing given the central bank's 2% inflation target may take much longer than expected to reach. Meanwhile, the BOJ will release its quarterly outlook on Tuesday, the day after its policy decision, as well as provide an updated picture on consumer confidence for July. The Japanese data on Tuesday will also be accompanied by China's Caixin manufacturing PMI and on Wednesday by Australia's trade balance. On Thursday, the BOJ returns to the stage with its minutes from its June meeting, and coming off the weekend will give a preliminary reading of its GDP, which investors will be eyeing after economic growth in the country contracted in the first quarter. On the corporate front, several Japanese companies are scheduled to announce earnings, including electronics giants Sony, Panasonic, Sharp, JVC Kenwood, and TDK. China's Baidu is also on the calendar for Tuesday, which will be a focal point as trade war-related concerns have recently hurt Chinese tech stocks. Visit the IBKR Trader workstation for a full list of U.S. and global economic data, corporate events and earnings, IPOs, and more. I'm Steven Levine with Interactive Brokers, asking you to enjoy your weekend.